Beautiful day here in Baltimore. The sun is out.
Nothing better than turning that calendar from February to March.
Unbelievable.
Nothing better, and seeing the sun here today, nice little crowd as well.
Anthony Gabriel facing off around 60% against Logan Callahan for the Johns Hopkins Blue Jays, just under 60%. Face-off violation gives possession to Virginia. Interlead goes behind the goal. Reese DeChico, the short stick defensive midfielder for the Blue Jays, applying the pressure. Chico, a player that Coach Peter Millen very high on. He had played good defense, but Interlead fights through the check and is able to beat Luke Stout, stick side. Great start for the Wahoos.
Callahan at the face-off dot for Johns Hopkins has been a slow starter this season. Hopkins sees the invert, the Virginia invert, and they drop into their invert zone defense. You see 5 bodies packed in the paint, and Interlead does a wonderful job of shooting around the defender. It's not like he gained valuable territory in that movement. They'll put a short stick down low and attackman Stuart Phillips.
16 in orange for Virginia guarding Kyle Morris. 38 in orange, the starter for Virginia. Feet in front, English finds the back of the cage. Nifty look from Dylan Bauer. Brooks English, he's got 12 assists on the year. That time, he finds the back of the net.
Everybody wants to talk about Matt Collison and his impact on this offense, but I got to tell you, Brooks English has had a fantastic season. Bauer carries down the right wing and just jams that ball inside. Constantly moving. Brooks English, he can score goals himself. He's a great assist man.
Always a good.
Well, Hopkins hit a fourth quarter drought. Virginia went on a 3-0 run. Hopkins cleared 3 of 6 in the fourth quarter. They had 25 turnovers.
That 10-man ride really caused the Blue Jays fits. Millen, hands-free shot, save Stout. Corrals it outside of the crease.
Haven't been drawing enough fouls.
Yeah, through 5 games, only 5 opportunities. Melendez, 2-3-1 being incorporated by the Blue Jays. Trigger man behind is English. Shot, kisses at the crossbar.
It's a reset.
60 seconds on that shot clock. Reset. Good ball movement. This is Eric Chick on that right-hand side. 10 in white. Collison, arms free, whistles one, just wide. Kyle Morris, goaltender for Virginia, not happy parking at his D.
That's a lot of heat. That's the one guy that scares you from the outside.
Melendez surveys. Chick, nice feed inside, shot, save Morris. Robbery on Chuck Rawlson, 51 in white. Kyle Morris.
Against on a daily basis. You get in the comparison game as a goalie, and it really impacts your performance. It's very difficult, very difficult. A sustained goalie battle can't be good for anyone.
I think confidence is the word, you're looking for a goaltender. Colsey, easy save for Stout.
I like Stout's body language. They're winning the matchups on the perimeter. They haven't had to dig into their slide packages, which at times have been faulty this season. Offensively, they're much more deliberate. They look more organized, playing to different strengths.
Shot finds the back of the net. Beautiful bounce shot from Jack Walsh off of the assist from Charles Balsamo, and Virginia regains the lead.
Coach Tiffany said to us this week, what we have is enough. We've just got to do a better job of putting the players in their optimal spots. Well, here it is. Balsamo's known. Hopkins slides to his eyes. I don't know why. And Walsh scores from the perimeter. What can Jack Walsh do? He can shoot. They slid to Balsamo's eyes, coming up the right hash. Balsamo's a lefty. He's got 0 goals this season. That is a faulty slide that creates the step down. We saw that against Carolina.
Colsey on the defense, being played by Quentin Kilrain, the sophomore. Shot by Millen, posts up, fires high to high. Stout points out himself, but Virginia has now jumped out to a 2-goal cushion.
Good to see McKay back in the lineup, coming off a freshman season that he had, 66 points, one of the top freshmen a year ago. He is emotionally mature. It's a new assignment for him this year, being the point guard of this offense. But at his core, core, at his truest DNA is as a goal scorer and as a playmaker.
A senior at the McDonough School in the Baltimore area, the #1 recruit in the graduation 2025 class. So, a lot of Millens here in Virginia. Good ground ball picked up by Callahan.
That's half
He
the
is
battle,
being hounded.
half the battle. Great pass.
Here comes Johns Hopkins. The shot to goal, and that is a big one. Jack Monfort, off of the broken play on the face-off, slips into the backside, catches it, cruises in, and gets Hopkins' second tally of the day.
Live by the sword, die by the sword. Virginia pressures the Fogo from the draw. Watch this. I believe it's Callahan who wins it. 5 in white. The slash, big physical play. Look at Callahan, chases down. Right here is where this goal is made. He's double teamed. He runs away and circles. His eyes are up. Next thing you know, you got the numbers on the far side. Monfort does a wonderful job. The pump fake to the point man.
Or next draw, I should say. He took the second draw after Callahan violated only opening face-off of this contest.
Callahan is like an A+ student here at Johns Hopkins. This place is not easy. Trust me.
Oh, we know.
Super technician.
Shot, another goal. Low angle. Truett Sunderland finds the bottom of the cage. Virginia playing loose, playing free, and they're back up by 2.
Hopkins defense is a little bit disarray right now. Millen scores in the wing shot, and now it's Sunderland, who's so dangerous in the slot area. So all of a sudden, the tempo of this game picks up. Great ball movement. Virginia capitalizes on a Hopkins defense. It's on the carousel. They're trying to keep up with the rapid ball movement.
First midfield for Hopkins back on the pitch.
Beautiful sunny day. You see the leaves blowing out of the west here, and the
referee's hat just flew off.
His hat, so it's going to get windy the remainder of this game.
Legal procedure on Hopkins. Looked like they were playing the ball out of bounds.
Bauer slashed the Virginia defender and stick broke in half, and then he made contact with the defender playing without a stick.
Wow. 4th turnover for the Blue Jays. Ooh. That'll be a flag.
This is a tough break. This is a tough break for the Blue Jays. And this is accidental. There's no malice here. The player's level is changing. You see this in football and targeting all the time. Is changing levels, and that's where you just got to decelerate if you're Collison and pull up.
Millen paints the corner on the extra man. It doesn't get much better than that. And Virginia right now is rolling.
He's able to set his feet. The defense has got to recognize strengths and the guys you want to stop on this extra man. For Virginia, it's three-headed in my estimation. It's Colsey from the left wing, Sunderland inside, and Millen gets the opportunity to set his feet and eye this up. Turn and rake. He absolutely tattoos the corner. This view will give you an idea of what Stout is dealing with. Virginia holding their matchups on the perimeter. They haven't had to double team or slide, forcing Johns Hopkins to score off the dribble.
Griffin Kaloji blanketing Hunter Chavette, the lefty shooter for Johns Hopkins. Feet in front, Collison nestles it in his stick, one cradle, and it's out. And the big man solves the Virginia defense for his first goal of the afternoon.
Pep band has never sounded better for Collison, who just follows the slide. Watch this invert, how it draws the double team. Boom, adjacent double team, Collison follows it. He catches, he's able to give the goalie a pump fake and then shoot this ball hard to net. Don't mess around with the goalie's stick, don't mess around with the goalie's feet.
Hopkins this season shoots 44% in the second quarter, so we'll see if they can make up some ground here.
It's a foul.
Stu Phillips getting aggressive, gets shoved in the back. Looks like that'll be a 30-second man advantage for Johns Hopkins. Baltimore native, played at Loyola High School, and then University of Virginia. Quint, you played against him in college. Tom Burt.
Roll over Dons.
Roll Dons roll. Chavette lets it go, and Morris stabs it out of midair.
Nice.
He saw that one clean.
I love.
You can't teach it.
Give me a defender like that every day of the week, Dixie. He brings it every single time.
Montfort on the defense for Hopkins. Lefty shot gobbled up by Luke Stout. Michael Kleeblatt keeping things under control. Peter Millman now giving an earful to Michael Kleeblatt, the trail official. Pass to Chavette. Sky whammy, gets it in and scores. Face dodge, Chavette throws his defender, walks around him and gets in the scoring column for the first time in 3 games. Has to feel good.
When we talked to Pete Millman on Thursday, he talked about Chavette. Don't step back. Get over the top. Get around, guys. He's settling. Work for the best shot. This is a classic example of the time he's put in over the last 2 weeks. Super slow to slide to this group.
Yeah. Who's the threat? Who's going to create? Separation, there it is.
Get your answer.
It's Hunter Chavette.
I tell you, Melendez has been on the bench for a bunch of these possessions. I'm not sure what the deal is. He was a little limpy earlier. He's not out there right now. And so you're playing with a six-pack of offensive players who not sure who the penetrator is going to be. It was a big goal for Hopkins. Tied this baby up at 5. Here it is again. He's just on the perimeter. He's got a short stick, so he feels confidence. Takes it to the top. You get the slippage, and clearly he has the range. That's exactly what we're talking about with Chavette. When you push to the goal, good things happen.
2 goals in 61 seconds, and you'll watch Morris just dip ever so slightly. Malachi Jones, 55 in orange. Long stick for Virginia in the contest now. His defensive cover is Dylan Bauer as they continue to double pull the midfield. Shot by Morris.
Everything but
save.
Finish.
Yeah.
Weyer may have gotten a piece of that.
Great fundamentals right there.
Back to even. Good time to attack now. Who are you picking on as we're back to even?
Nice takeaway by Chismar.
It's not the guy you want to pick on.
Noah Chismar, the preseason All-American. Got to try to find their mojo that they had in the first quarter. This is Colsey. Hands are free. Being guarded by Weizar of Johns Hopkins, a transfer from Salisbury. This is Millen, now matched up on Kilrain. Draws a double, hits the backside and a couple of fakes, and a goal for Truett Sunderland. You said Virginia needed it. They got it. They retake the lead at 6-5.
Millen will get credit for the assist. You make the call at home. Is this a pass or is this a shot? I'm convinced that it was a shot, and Sunderland just happened to be front swinging and catches this. Is Millen passing this? Because if it is, it's brilliant. I think he's shooting. That's a lefty jump shot. Sunderland bails him out.
Eric Chick now in the game on midfield for Johns Hopkins.
You compare this Hopkins lineup right now to last season, there's like no carryover.
Right.
Think about losing Angeles, Degnan, Peshko, Grimes, McDermott.
Rawson, feed and shot. Beautiful job by Rawson. Collects the feed from Charlie Eiler. Little pump fake, weaves through defense, and deposits it in the back of the net. Hopkins ties it up once again.
And the kids can play. Rawson, a sophomore from Ontario. Eiler has been really good in this game. I believe he gets the assist on this goal. Watch it, he's at X, he's really patient, he's accurate. Dicing and slicing this Virginia defense from behind with some crisp passing.
What's wrong with Virginia? They're going to get blown out. I think we've been around this thing long enough. We know better how teams will respond. Gabriel wins the faceoff in front to Sunderland. And just like that, Virginia regains the lead. Hat trick for number 3 in orange, another Baltimore native.
It's an interesting shaped fast break off the face-off, the Fogo win. It didn't look like your classic L break from the face-off. You pinch and pop out the front side. Great handle. Sunderland just kind of cuts the crease underneath. I'll tell you, if you're coaching high school lacrosse, rewind that baby and watch that set piece from Kevin Cassis.
Colsey has been held in check so far in this one. Gets it over to Millen, who lets it fly, hit the post, bounces out, reset of the shot clock.
Sean Kerwin, now the head coach of Dartmouth. Dartmouth had a big win last night over Vermont, if I'm not mistaken. But he was the OC. He believed in a little more freelancing. Kevin Cassis is more of a standard play.
Shot,
it's working.
And another goal for the Cavaliers. Johnny Hackett, welcome to Charlottesville. First point in a Virginia uniform.
So a more scripted approach is the way Lars Tiffany analyzed it to us. And man, they are dissecting this Hopkins defense, this over-aggressive sliding. Look at a double team on the corner. Why? Please tell me why you're doubling that man when he's at goal line extended and he's not a threat to score.
His second of the game, so he's got a 5-point afternoon cooking for himself. Callahan wins it out the front door. He's gonna shoot it. Morris fights it off. Galloping toward the sideline. Fulton picks it up, wings it down the field. Just under 2 minutes left to go here in the first half. Millen picks it up around the world.
We don't like that.
Little too much mustard on that hot dog.
It's just decisions. Prior to halftime, right?
Definitely. Want to try to get one here if you're the Jays. Little swim move down the alley. Bauer inside, shot at whirling Dervish. Finds Stu Phillips inside, unguarded, uncontested. He pirouettes Hopkins to their 7th goal of the game.
How open was Stu Phillips?
7-11 open.
I mean, he's open all day long. The swim, gorgeous. Double team, triple team comes. But you need a second slide there, and none shows up. Look, 2 can go, but you got to back it. Slides need to work.
Can't handle the feed from Millen. Again, Virginia looking to push the envelope early in the possession.
See if they pick on Ayers. He's going to try to run, speeding out of the game up by the midfield line.
Colsey with a great dodge, and he paced the upper 90. Saw the matchup on the short stick, Eric McDonald for Hopkins, and he wasted no time winning his matchup and finding the net.
This is superb. And Ryan Colsey, the sophomore now, the lefty's had a monster early part of the season. It's a matchup he's going to win. Hopkins' defense is not really set up, and their double team is late.
Playing defense on Dylan Bauer. There's one thing interesting with these injuries to the attack unit. Eric Chick is a player who was running in the midfield, but he started the season down on attack. Feet across the crease, and there's the finish. Collison to Chavette. Beautiful feed. A nice finish, soft hands from 91 in White, and Hopkins back to within 1.
Talked about Matt Collison, big number 16, the junior from Ontario, Canada, and how clutch he's been in his career. He's a bulldozer, and he's got a little bit of everything in his game. He's got an outside shot. He can beat you off the dribble, and this time, watch this lefty feed to the backside. It's a thing of beauty. He looks through the defense and finds Chavette parked in the backside. If I'm the Blue Jays, I run my offense through 16.
Him, Johnny Cool.
He's had to
a nice 1-2 punch back at the high school days.
Just stacked teams for Coach Hilgard.
Millen with a step, feet up top. Colsey playing catch. Didn't put that shot where he wanted it. Stout gobbles it up, and here come the Blue Jays.
This is trouble.
Deans does a good job of avoiding the pressure, avoiding the chase.
The box side.
Yeah. Ayers. Quentin Kilrain trying to win the substitution game. Burke, they have a man advantage now. It's a 6-on-5 momentarily. Burke steps in, shoots, and it's saved. Clean stab, clean snare. Koloji,
confrontational. Yeah. Virginia defense on ball.
Sticky, very sticky.
Coach Millen said they want to jam you at the point. Cross-check, jam you hard.
Bauer gets inside, shot, and it just had enough English on it to go over the goal line. Tremendous individual effort by Dylan Bauer.
He's been Mr. Consistent for this first midfield line. Fans here in Baltimore love it. Acceleration, finish, he dives, excuse me, tangent to the crease, and stays out of that circle, pays the price too, takes a knee in the helmet.
Operating out of a 2-3-1 right now. Where are they gonna start the party from? It's up top, Liam Burke. Move to Cage. Passes it up to Phillips, over to Eiler. Chavette does have a short stick matchup, finds air, shot, saved. Kyle Morris read that one all the way and makes a clean stop, doesn't give up a rebound.
Hopkins has never led in this game.
No. Looking to change that now, Dylan Bauer. Over to Chavette, Chavette's got a shorty. And he finds the back of the cage. Stop, pop, and drop. 91 in white with the worm burner. Sends it far post. And the Blue Jays take their first lead of the afternoon.
From the time you get off the bus, you take a step out of the locker room. Your biggest chore as a goaltender is to be ready. They're in no rush to get things going.
Eiler gets a step, shot, and a score! Charlie Eiler rolls away from the pressure, head of steam, gets a step, and he slams it home. Hopkins continuing their run.
San Ramon Valley in California has been a little bit of a mini hotbed. He's a sophomore who broke his ankle last year and didn't get much playing time. But one thing is vitally apparent today. He's got great speed and change of direction.
As they played a ton of defense in the second and now third quarters. Stu Phillips gets it going up top. Chavette, beautiful pick. Arms are free, and he finds the twine. It is turned into Hunter Chavette Day here on Homewood Field.
Five today. This is just a brilliant east-west pick play. Pass, pick, curl to the front side. So instead of a pass down, pick down, this is a pass across. Phillips sets the pick there. The defender takes the northern route, so to speak, on top of the pick. Good things happen here.
Menke on Kilrain.
Nice recovery by Kilrain in the defense.
10 seconds to shoot. Sunderland, nice pick from Schutz. Got an opening. It goes wide.
There's a reset on that, Dixie.
Menke to Millen.
Feels like Virginia's splits are too wide, so they are reversing the ball on a double team, but it's taking too long, and Hopkins is recovering really well.
Virginia bench wanted an interference call on Hopkins as they ran over a picker. Shot by Millen, stopped by Luke Stout. Sees hat fly off, one of the referees' hats flew off. Settled down, but now it is picked up with increased gusto.
Always out of the west here in Homewood Field.
Millen tries to jam it, turnover to Chico. Had the initial grounder, now it's Kilrain. Kilrain heading up the field.
It's gotta be a foul.
Yeah, he just got it. Yeah, he definitely got fouled. They play on. Does have an assist earlier in the game. He gets it, but he does not get it. Sloppy behind the cage. Loose ball. Remains in the corner. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Picked up by Virginia. Gritty ground ball by Balsamo. They might have something here. Feet in front. Sunderland denied. Luke Stout shuts the door. Sunderland gets it on the rebound. Errant pass goes out of bounds. Luke Stout letting the Virginia attack know about it. Left side of your screen, there is the save, and then he gives a nice check just for good measure. Having watched Luke Stout play at Loyola the last couple years, he gets better as the season goes on.
You mentioned that on our call this week, Mark. Why do you think that is?
I think he just settles into a groove. Shot to goal! And all is groovy right now for Johns Hopkins. Dylan Bauer taking the feed, plants his feet, pots it far post. Hopkins extends their lead to 4.
Dust off the Doyle Smith Trophy. Dust it off. It sits in the Cordish Center. The winner of this trophy game owns it. Bauer finds the net. Stout makes the big save. The band plays on.
And this quarter, they've had opportunities. Look, that last one by Truitt, Sunderland
Virginia led 8-6 and 9-7.
Yeah.
They were well on their way. And suddenly they've kind of regressed into what we saw last week at Ohio State.
They're now running McCabe Millen out of the box. And he gets Patrick Deans backside to Schutz, and it worked.
That's big. That's big.
Millen takes the long stick midfielder behind the cage. Schutz comes out, is wide open on the backside, plants it. Upper 90.
Still tons of time here. Okay, that's the good news for Virginia. You got a half a quarter. It's only a 3-goal game. Double team drawn right there. Take the ball to X, that allows you to attack the weak side, and then perfect pass, and Schutz gets on the board.
Good pressure. Hopkins thus far been able to handle it. Spin back into the middle. Powelson shoots it. It doesn't make the cage. Ben Weyer picks it up. Numbers for the Cavaliers.
Numbers here.
They're pushing. Schneider down to Millen. Let's fly, and he drills it. McCabe Millen with a rocket gets Virginia to within 2.
Timeout, Johns Hopkins. This is a disaster. The turnover high in the zone, and Virginia steamrolls down the field in kind of a 5-on-4. Everybody looked a little tired. They pass it on to Millen, and you think this might be out of his range, but he just got the wrist torque behind that and plays to the bench. Suddenly there is life in Whoville. Now Virginia is forced to extend. They're going to have to come out of their shell here and play the ball aggressively, and that's super tiring.
6th turnover in the 4th quarter for Virginia, giving them 17 for the game. Nice over the head check, but the timeout was called previous to the delivery of that check. Nice job by Peter Milliman, who was stalking the official down the sideline.
Enhances your chance to win.
1 minute left in the game. It starts with Millen. High pick set by Interlead. Millen gets the short stick matchup. Will he operate? He's being blanketed. Over the head check, misses Millen's shot. He got drilled, and a flag flies.
This one I thought was a little. Initially, I thought it was in shoulder to shoulder.
I think the extension of the arms, right?
Was it helmet on helmet?
No, there was no extension of the arms.
No,
it looks like it was the shoulder into
I thought it was shoulder
Millen.
to shoulder,
Yeah.
and I don't even think contact was made with Millen's helmet. No, it wasn't. That's a clean hit in the 80s and the 90s.
So the referees now are looking. They called it direct contact to the head. They could downgrade it to indirect, which would give Deans potentially a minute. May take off the locking it in. Sunderland with the shot. It's off the face mask of Luke Stout. The grad transfer from Loyola steps up. 13 seconds left in the game.
Play the ball now. You got to step out a bit and play this ball.
10 saves for Stout. Inside shot, a goal! Truitt Sunderland. Hopkins came off of the shutoff of McCabe Millen, but they left number 3 in orange, Truitt Sunderland, all by himself inside. Menke finds him. We have got a 1-goal game left. 1-goal game with 10 seconds remaining.
Go back 20 years in that 2005 semifinal. Matt Ward scores with 12.1 to go on the clock, and you think Virginia's headed to the national championship game. 12 seconds. Well, in this case, Virginia's got 10 to work with. You need magic off the face-off. Nice dish in front. Sunderland's had a big day.
Greenspan to take it for Virginia. Callahan for Hopkins. Virginia has now won their 13th face-off, and Ware just kind of flicks it up the field. Kilrain picks it up. The clock is trickling down, and that will do it. The Johns Hopkins Blue Jays hold on and stave off the upset bid from the Virginia Cavaliers.